Hello everybody and welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney Justice for All. Yep, that's the long-winded title of it. Anyway, we are on to what I believe will be the final case. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Farewell, my turnabout. Now, the moment you've all been waiting for. Who will be this year's Grand Prix champion? Who will be our hero of heroes? Ninja Dude. Will it be this last year's runner-up, the German Ninja? Or maybe Captain Saipan, all the way from the lovely tropical island of Spain? I see the students of the Starry School are raring to go, and the global hero Onyekapon as whatever, don't know. We hope Lady Luck is all with you tonight. And now, the winner of the 3rd annual Hero of Heroes Grand Prix. Oh, whoops, the daisy. That's what I get for having my, controller on my table and not having it with me. Whoa, the true hero of the night has appeared in our midst. It looks like this year's Grand Prix goes to this fantastic warrior, a Nickel Samurai. Too bad, German Ninja. It looks like this title eluded you again this year. Hey, consistency if anything. Yeah, if he's hitting second again and again and again, eventually he's probably going to hit first. You know, gotta appreciate the consistency.
All right, yeah. Did you see it? See that, Nick? Did you? The Nickel Samurai. He did it.
Yeah, he sure did. I'm getting too old for this. Yeah, I'm proud for the guy doing the series justice.
So the person everyone was cheering for, guess he got the prize? Yeah? You know who we're talking about, right, Pearly? The Nickel Samurai. No, every Sunday I only watch the educational channel's Kids Masterpiece Theater. Okay, that's it. From now on, it's the Nickel Samurai. All the kids watch it.
Apparently they do.
You like the Nickel Samurai too, Mr. Nick?
Sorry, it's just the insult.
Nah, Nick's an old fart, so he's not allowed to watch it anymore.
I can not remember the last time someone used old fart to describe someone as being old. I've been called old by younger relatives, and oh boy, sometimes I do feel old, especially when they show me stuff where I remember doing it as like, I'm trying to think of the way, some like a simple task that you used to do when you were older, but then they do it in a completely different way because of like how technology's advanced. It's mental, because even just simple stuff like, I remember being young and watching and just being like the last people to have like to use the yellow pages for stuff, and now they can just, obviously it's just a simple thing, but you don't realize it. It's just now they can just look up online for anything. Just, I'm not saying I'm old, because I do that now, but it's just weird to see how technology's advanced in such a short period of time, I guess. That's right, but I do like the Kids Masterpiece Theater.
Hey, I didn't know you were so young at heart, Nick.
Yep, you know me.
Mr. Nick, you're a grown-up. You're not allowed to watch it anymore. You're supposed to act your age and have interests that match.
Yes. As many people have told me that playing video games I am too old for now. Reflecting on all my poor life decisions. Okay, and I'm good. Yep. Just letting all those decisions just feel me. Anyway. Oh, and there goes my phone. It's all going wrong today, I guess.
It's very important. Give it a rest, Pearly.
Yeah, Looks like I made the right choice in inviting everyone here. I'm glad you're all having a good time.
Ah, it's like a dream.
Too bad for the German ninja, though. Last year, he lost to the Pink Princess, warrior of little old Tokyo. I thought this year might be his year.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Did anyone else think that the German ninja looks a little bit different today? Different? What do you mean? Well, he wasn't carrying his bright red guitar.
Hey, you're right. Strange he'd walk around without his signature guitar. I will never understand these people in their shows. Hey, it's just like me with the first time I saw, when I was first getting into anime. And then you've got people who just... You've got, this was like when Tumblr was peak. And it was just looking at looking at just all this plethora of knowledge. And I know none of it, and I've not seen anything like this before. It's mental. And you jump into a whole new world. And you obviously regret your life choices from there. Ugh. Hi, Shoxy, by the way. Anyway, Mr. Powers, thank you very much for tonight. I mean, that is a very striking orange suit. Not many men could pull that off. Oh, it was nothing. I owe you one, so it was just my way of saying thanks.
Hey, Nick, come on. It's time to get to the lobby. There's a post-ceremony stage show that's supposed to start real soon.
And then I heard there's going to be a press conference after that. Press conference? Going to make a speech about winning this year's prize? Oh, well, not exactly. Something about the Nickel Samurai confessing something. Confessing? Sounds pretty serious.
Nick, come on. You don't want us to be the last ones there, do you? Yeah, Mr. Nick, do you?
Why me? The show doesn't even start for another 20 minutes. Well, I guess now we can examine everything. This show is one luxurious hotel. Almost to the point of gaudy, with how it blends to everything fancy imaginable. Speaking of fancy, didn't that bellboy give me something like that last year? Obviously referring to the Gatewater Hotel case. Oh well, Mia's death, sorry, I should say.
That chandelier is really something, isn't it? I thought it was kind of a spaceship. Hey, Nick, how about we get one of those for the office?
One of those hanging from our poor, weak ceiling? I don't think so, Maya. Okay, look at all the food. One thing I can say about anime is they do make that, like, every time I watch something and it involves like food, it just looks like, oh, it just makes me hungry. It makes me salivate. Very well done. And like a lot of the Studio Ghibli films have when they're cutting food, it just looks so satisfying, and I don't know why.
What can I say? It's a really high-class hotel. I've never eaten this kind of salad before.
Oh, pearls. Having eaten only vegetables all her life, she's been missing out.
Don't worry, any leftovers belong in my happily awaiting stomach anyway.
You're such a glutton, Maya. Yeah, I lose this one to Maya. You sure can eat.
Well, a growing girl needs her nutrients.
A growing girl? Exactly how big do you plan on getting? No, Phoenix, that's how we end up with fan art that we don't really want to watch because it will scar children forever. And my eyes also. Again, Tumblr is a very, very weird place. I'm glad it's mostly dead now. Unfortunately, they all migrated to Twitter. And more problems more problems arose from there.
If this was all in a dream, it's all a dream I don't want to ever wake up. And all the directors and stars, we're here to see the hero. We're all here to see the heroes. Wow.
I had no idea who most of them were. That was Nick's line, wasn't it? And I read it as Maya. I'm just assuming.
Neither did I. Nick, you've got to cut out that news-only habit. The new show is gonna be Nickel Samurai every Sunday morning at 8. Oh, I know. We can watch it together starting next week. I'll come wake you up extra early to make sure, okay?
I'm fine. You know, really don't have to do that on my account. Okay, and I think that's everything. Talk to Mr. Powers. Thank you very much for inviting us today. Oh, it was nothing, really. Guys like us don't get to come to a place like this often, so I thought I'd invite you all.
Hey, Mr. Powers. What have you been up to lately?
Well, since the Pink Princess successfully wrapped up last month, I've been on a kids' exercise show while wearing a rabbit mask over my face.
Oh, I see.
I'm still really sorry about all the headache I caused you that time, Mr. Wright. His front shot really makes him look ugly, doesn't it? I don't know, just, you know, looks more like a primate, like the big nose, like the just I don't know, just probably the ears that stand out, make him look a bit like a monkey, and then obviously the sideburns wrapping over. Anyway. Oh well, what's done is done, so let's forget about it. This is Will Powers. He's an action star. Popularity exploded when he was the Steel Samurai. And he was the first case Maya worked on with me.
It's too bad you look scary, or people would know you're a real softie who's good with kids.
Thanks. And the Nickel Samurai, what do I have to learn about him? I can't believe they're going to make a movie based on the Nickel Samurai.
I can't believe it either, but for a different reason.
Hey, after the plethora of superhero films we've got, and the level of obscurity some of those characters who've gotten films more recently, I'm willing to bet that the Nickel Samurai can get his own show. They're sort of desperate for films that work at this moment in time. The Steel Samurai, an epic story of one hero in a desperate fight against his arch-nemesis, the evil magistrate, in the city of Neo-World Tokyo. And last year, they started a new series, the Nickel Samurai. I mean, the robotic, like, cyberpunk arm looks pretty cool, not gonna lie there. Well, not cyberpunk, steampunk arm looks pretty cool. The series seems to be a hit with the kids, too. I'm really attached to the Steel Samurai as a show, so I was hoping that maybe I'd get a chance to do something in this new one.
Yeah, it's too bad. It'd be awesome to see you with the new actor Matt Ongard. He's super popular right now. Mr. Ongard?
Looks like Pearls doesn't know who he is.
This year it's gonna be the Nickel Samurai versus the Gemin Ninja at the box office.
Jamin Ninja? Who's that again? So who's this Jamin Ninja again?
He's a hero, duh. His symbol is the bright red guitar he's always carrying.
A ninja who's always carrying a bright red guitar.
How does that even work?
He makes a valid argument.
With a scarf around his neck and a guitar in his hand, he rises to stardom in an ancient time.
A ninja who becomes a star.
Yeah, a ninja who becomes a star.
You don't see the contradiction in that, do you, Maya? There's a strong rivalry between the two of them. Global Studios Nickel Samurai and Worldwide Studios Jamin Ninja. Even air at the same time.
You know what I heard? I heard those two don't get along at all. Nickel Samurai is on guard, and the guy who plays the Gemin Ninja, I mean.
Nickel Samurai speaks French? Oh, you mean Matt Ongard, the actor. I guess even the world of heroes isn't a sparkling, happy place. Yeah. Well, present the obvious. Present my badge. I really owe you one. Wasn't for you guys, I don't know what would have happened. What you did was a real tight spot I was in, and you fought so hard to get me out. I don't care what happens. I'll never forget everything you've done for me. And can I show the Magatama? Sorry. Thanks for taking the time to take it out and show me, but I'm really sorry. I don't know a thing about it. And then the Nickel Samurai. I guess we show this. The Farewell My Turnabout one, the last one in Justice for All, is what we're solving today. Oh well, we're starting to solve anyway. Okay, so now we move into a hallway with a lot of flowers and some teddy bears. Wow, what is with this place? Looks like I've stumbled into Oz or something. Way in the back, there's a sign for the bathroom. Maybe I should visit it while I can before the show starts. Phoenix has got to unsheath the beast. Mr. Ongard from Global Studios staff. Huh, be nice if lawyers got flowers too. Something like, to Mr. Wright, from all your grateful clients. I'll take getting paid over flowers any day. I'm not a flower person. And there's a piece of paper taped to the door that says Matt Ongard's room. Matt Ongard. I've heard that name before. Oh, yeah, Maya's always yammering about him, like the obsessed fan she is. There are toilets in each room in this hotel, since all sorts of events are held here. There are bathrooms for people who aren't staying here to use as well. Perfect for people like me, who can't afford to stay here in the first place. Oh, you found a game shuffler, did you? Interesting. How does the shuffler work? Is it just like, okay, and I'm with you. Compared to the flowers on the other side of the hall, those are... Oh, these are much more gorgeous. Let's see, record companies, fan clubs, company workers, family? Carrying all these flowers home would be hard. Carrying all these flowers home would be hard, I think. And then Teddy. What does the Teddy say? I can understand flowers in front of the dressing rooms, but what are the stuffed bears doing here? Could it be an action star with a soft spot for teddy bears? Hey, never go too wrong with a teddy bear. Can't be. There's a piece of paper taped on here that says Juan Corrida's room. Juan Corrida. That name just sounds like a star's name. Heard it before, but don't know anything about him at all. Okay, and is that everything? Have we examined every single little thing, so then when the murder takes place, we're definitely sued? Really? I just had to go to the hallway and then back out so Phoenix could take a piss? Okay, and fair enough. I assume, like, it would confuse you. Because I can imagine the intervals being not remember. I can remember switching between games, not remembering where you are. I guess like it get confusing after a while. Anyway, so sounds like the post ceremony is about to start.
All right, I'm so pumped. Wonder if he's going to show off his special move today. Nickel Samurai smelting.
Actually, what I'm interested in most is the press conference.
You mean the big confession the Nickel Samurai is going to make after the show? So what is it? Do you know what it is, Mr. Powers?
Well, I'm not the Steel Samurai anymore, so I don't have any idea. Sorry. So I guess you're all going to the press conference then.
Yeah, of course.
In that case, then here, take these tickets so you can get in. Seems like the Nickel Samurai is going to confess something after the post-ceremony stage show. Thank you very much. Well, let's get going to the lobby.
Looks like it's over this way, Mr. Nick. Okay, for great justice.
Oh, after playing Dual Destinies every time, all I can remember of is Injustice We Trust from Detective Fulbright. They called this so suddenly that something just seems off, you know? You mean that the press conference? Yeah. He said something like this, something I'd like to confess if I win. Heard he'd faxed his request for a conference into the office only yesterday. Yesterday? That is kind of sudden. Meh, well I guess his manager has set everything up somehow. So he was lucky. Nice manager. Oh, damn right she is, Phoenix. Damn right she is. Only a real gaudy hotel would have such a large, gaudy lobby to match. I mean, it reminds me of something that you'd see in, like, you know, I don't know, some sort of stage show production. Like with, you know, like, you've got, like, the extravagant, like, dancers in, like, feathers going down from either side. Something like a thing, something like a scene from Moulin Rouge or something like that.
I think you're going to have the post-ceremony show over there.
Yeah, they're just using they're using a compact stage. I see.
Ooh, I'm all ready to use my special samurai power.
Mine looks like she's ready to start a fight. Your attention, please. Your attention, please. The Nichols Samurai's post-ceremony stage show will not be held tonight due to unforeseen circumstances.
What? Really? Why?
Wow, you didn't have to pinch me. Pinch yourself if you don't believe it. We are asking for everyone's cooperation at this time. So please stay where you are. This is a special request from the police. Yeah, I wonder why the police want to talk to us all. Oh, I wonder what. It's almost like it's not a game about you defending people from people who've been murdered. I wonder what the coincidence could be. Police? Did they just say the police? Do you want me to go check what's going on? Wait, I'll come with you. Freeze. You two, did you hear the announcement just now? It just finished telling you not to move.
That voice. I've heard that voice somewhere before.
Oh, I remember this person. Okay, an old woman voice engaged.
Honestly, youth these days can't be bothered to listen to other people when they talk. Just the other day, it was the same thing. Footbridge said, "Boy, bridge out." It comes along, let's start those park the bridge, try to tell the bridge all about dangerous, but listen, of course, we said, be careful, not walking the bridge.
I'm out. I am now. I mean, if you played the first game, you know who that was. This non-stop chatter. It can't be. Miss Oldback?
What is it, you young whippersnappers? Do I know you? Wait, you're Powers, aren't you?
Yeah? About what happened back then.
You didn't even get nominated this year, did you? Oh, that's right. You're doing that children's exercise program trying to play nice.
Yeah, that's me. Thankfully, I still have a job. You know what? I tried. I didn't read the start of the text, so I'm not even gonna start. I'm admitting defeat. Pick your battles, ladies and gentlemen. Especially when you have to talk for 2.5 hours. And believe me, your voice can get quite strained when doing multiple voices. Hence why I have this nice and refreshing water. What are you doing here?
Looks like by my uniform and tell me you can't tell I'm a member of security. But that outfit. Annoying, noisy brats, get the blaster.
Oh, thank God it makes its own noise. So I'm assuming she does that a lot.
We're here, so we might as well take some pictures, okay? Everyone sit in a chair.
But we're all out of film.
Don't worry about it. There's a zillion cameras over here we can borrow.
Hey, you can't just go and borrow an expensive professional camera like that. Well, you can. You just, you know, do the crime, gotta do the time. I'm gonna say these cameras were here to cover the post-ceremony stage show.
But I wonder where everyone's gone abandoning their cameras like this.
I guess something big must have happened. Sorry, just holding back a yawn. It's the stage show for the post-ceremony. It's the stage for the post-ceremony stage show. Ah. It was supposed to be a press meeting after the show, but now... Looks like no one will hear what the Nickel Samurai had to confess after all.
Wow, it looks like there's a fancy restaurant on the second floor.
You still feel like eating?
I mean, we're here, you know.
Don't pull since we're here. Don't pull the since we're here trick on me.
What a beautiful mansion. Do you live in this wonderful world every day, Mr. Nick?
No, this is my first time in a place like this. How much do you think attorneys get paid? Better than Nick does, I'll assure you. But, not enough to live here every day. Miss Oldbag, what are you doing here? What happened to your position at Global Studios?
Oh, that old place? Well, since that incident, they've been letting people go. When they cut the security team, I got the pink slip.
What incident? What did you do?
I didn't do anything, you young'un. Don't you remember that incident a year ago? When this lady got the witness stand and testified.
Yeah?
And weren't you the one who was bullying me, this fragile girl at heart?
I plead the fifth.
Do you know, maybe I rubbed the upper management the wrong way by testifying.
Yeah, I mean, we have the murder weapon. She's got that gun. Clearly could have killed someone. She's got motive. Because she's evil.
It has to be it. Everything is all your fault.
Me?
I thought about being a bodyguard at first, after being handed old Pinky.
You? A bodyguard?
For your friend, that fiery good-looking guy with the red jacket with the ruffles.
Mr. Edgeworth?
But...
that sort of arrangement would be entirely too troublesome for me.
That's what he said to me. What did I ever do to deserve that?
Gun noises. See, she's already trying to kill us. It's just a matter of time before she kills again.
So did something happen? I don't have all the details. But it looks like another one of those incidents happened again.
Sorry, I'm yawning. Whew. It's one of those days. I am very tired after, to be fair. An incident? Like a murder kind of incident?
Maybe. You see, I'm a bit of a devilish woman. So wherever I go, showers of blood are sure to follow. Bet you didn't know that.
Then shouldn't you quit being a security guard for at least other people's sake?
Silence, whippersnapper.
See, again, trying to kill me. Definitely got motive. She hates my guts.
Hey, Nick.
What is it? I don't like that devilish smile playing on your lips.
Let's make like we're going to the bathroom and check things out.
No way. Police told us not to go anywhere, remember?
Huh? How boring. You're such a boring guy. You've got no motivation, no spirit. Huh? What's going on? You giving Mystic Maya trouble again, Mr. Nick?
Not you too, Pearls. Please don't stick your little nose into this one.
So listen to this, Pearly. This one time at lawyer camp, Nick.
Okay, I get it. Let's go take a look. That was an interesting reference to something, I guess. You don't expect, you know, movies like that to be referenced in I guess a game, a nice game, nice clean game about killing people and defending people and law.
Yay! I knew you couldn't say no to me, Nick. That's right. You'd walk over miles of hot coals for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you, Mr. Nick?
N- no. That would be every time we work a case together. Listen, Maya's my friend, but I ain't walking over coals for that. A sister? Maybe. You know, priorities. Well, what are we waiting for?
What are we waiting for? Let's go already. You can come along too, Pearly. Goody, I get to come.
No, I'm such a child.
Those odds are mighty real pros now.
Pros? Pros are doing what?
I'm doing police work, of course. My eyes are like a hawk. My professional eyes spot a messy incident. A messy, bloody incident. That's why I don't have time for you meddling kids and your peddly little things.
May as well just run through the evidence while we don't have a lot. Worth a shot. Okay, and then I think that's everything, so let's go back to Viola Hall. Viola? Viola? Talking like the instrument. There's nothing really out of the ordinary here.
Are you looking for the incident about the old lady was talking about?
Doesn't look like it happened here. Well, we better go look somewhere else.
Alright, then let's try.
Excuse me.
Huh?
Are you by chance Miss Maya Fey?
Yeah, that's me.
You have a phone call waiting for you at the front desk.
A call? I wonder if it's someone from Karayan Village. What's wrong, Mystic Maya? Oh, nothing. You guys go on ahead and I'll be right there, okay? Okay.
Right this way, Miss Fey.
Let's go and look somewhere else now, Mr. Nick.
Yeah, okay.
It's a little exciting and a little scary.
Okay, we've examined everything, so let's go to the hallway. Well, we're running out of places to investigate anyway. I told you. I get people the info they want, which means that I've got a right to know. Nope, don't care who you are, pal. Oh, sorry, no. No, don't care who you are, pal. We're still investigating, so you can't go in. Of course it's Gumshoe. What's your problem? You just wait, he'll be all over the morning paper. Scruffy detective's secret scandal revealed. You'll see. I'll get you back. Oh, is this Lotta? See what I mean? I can remember the cases roughly, but I can't remember like the exact details.
Those two sound pretty serious.
That southern accent can only mean, yeah, but it's Lotta.
Hey, Wright.
Hey, Lotta.
Come on, do a gal a favor and tell this cop I'm just doing my job and I've got rights.
Yeah, we never got hired anywhere. Yeah. I wonder, I guess we're just nosy. Yeah, you. Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal, help a guy out. Tell her the only police are allowed in here. This is the scene of a murder, and she should leave this to us bros.
Murder?
Ah, shoot, me and my big mouth.
See, I knew it. My gut instinct told me so. I always trust my gut. A murder, it said, and that's what it is. Genuine murder.
Hey, wait.
Yeehaw! A murder. Of a big star, no less.
Oh, man. I'm in big trouble now. Well, guess we should have talked to him. Hey, I guess, you know, Nick's just nosy. He's inquisitive. He's curious, that's what we'll say. So, Detective Gumshoe, a murder. Eh, no, that's not it. I got my facts mixed up for a second there, pal.
Mr. Nick? Is the dead person the Nickel Samurai?
Huh? Why do you ask?
Well, Mystic Maya was rooting for him, so...
It wasn't the Nickel Samurai that got bumped. Actually, the Nickel Samurai is the one who's under suspicion for doing the bumping off. What? The guy that died was this hero named the Jamming Ninja, pal. Jamming Ninja?
What was with that woman with the big puffy hair that looks like cotton candy?
You mean Lotta? I'm surprised they didn't bring Lotta back in more games, because she's not in any other game. I don't even think she's in Trials and Tribulations, is she? She might be. I can't remember. But she's definitely not in Apollo Justice. She's not in... I can't remember if she's in the Miles Edgeworth games. I've played them so long ago that I can't remember them at all. I'll have to go and play through them all again so I can refresh my memory. But I can't remember being in a game past this one. I could be wrong. I'm probably most likely wrong. From what I remember, she might actually no. Yeah, she is in one of the Edgeworth games because I remember her. She's a. She ends up still being a photographer. What games is she in apart from this one? Yeah. Yeah, she's not in Trials and Tribulations, it looks like, but she is in one of the Edgeworth games. Apart from that, I think that's it. Anyway, you mean Lotta?
That woman? She was there that time too, right?
That time?
When Mystic Maya did that channeling.
Oh, that time. Well, Lotta's a journalist, so that's why she was there.
Journalist?
Looks like she was hanging around here before the murder happened. Hanging around? Yeah, hiding in wait in front of the Jamming Ninja's door, pal. Why would she? She wouldn't tell me, pal. She just said something about getting my big scoop. Scoop? What sort of news could she be after? So the victim was the Jamming Ninja.
Mr. Jamming Ninja?
He was on a really popular rival TV show to the Nickel Samurai.
Oh.
The victim's name, the victim was the action star Juan Carita. Damn, what a chin. That is a square jaw butt chin, if anything. That guy was made for films. He got a huge push and rode the express train to stardom. I mean, even I know who he is. Yeah, even I recognize his face, I guess. But I heard lately that Matt Onguard's been taking the wind out of his sail. I'm telling you, pal, as far as who's popular, those two are hogging all the limelight. Well, I guess there's no space for Mr. Powers at all. Poor guy. Yeah, I guess a murder charge sort of damages your popularity, Phoenix. Especially false murder charge, because even though you've been innocent, people probably still think you're guilty.
Mr. Onguard, that's the Nickel Samurai, right?
Yep. I mean, no. Yeah, I apologize. I'm just on a yawning streak, apparently. Yep, I mean, no, you've got to say with more oomph. The Nickel Samurai. Anyway, so now that One Creed is gone, that means Matt Onguard has the whole stage to himself, wouldn't you say? I wouldn't bet on it, pal. We can't have that happen, you know. Can't have that happen? What's that supposed to mean, I wonder? I miss Gumshoe. He's not in the future games with Apollo. Actually, he's in, like, I think he's in for, like, one case. Just take a look at this for me. Listen, pal. I'm not leaking any info about the evidence to you this time. If I do, my salary's really gonna get it. Then I won't even be able to get those instant noodles down to the discount market. Tell me everything you know, Gumshoe. Tell me. Hey, the Nickel Samurai, he really took the Grand Prix tonight. I was a big fan of his. Really? Oh, I'm sorry then.
Why are you sorry?
Matt Onguard was just arrested, pal. On suspicion of murdering Juan Carita.
What?
Well, there's additional dialogue, I guess. Not really a fan of the action shows or anything. But I know who Juan Carita and Matt Onguard are. You can't talk about one without talking about the other, I guess. They even debuted around the same time. They even had this real fiery rivalry with each other. Kinda like you and me, pal. I never knew he thought of me as a rival. I look good. I think I've lost some weight, pal. It's only wishful thinking. Wishful thinking, huh? In that case, I wishfully think I lost some weight. I wishfully think he might face the facts one day. Lately, I've been on the instant noodles only diet, pal. That girl is number 3 on my people I've seen a lot of lately. Oh, and who's number 1? If you need to ask, it's you, pal. Ah, so who's number 2? Maya Fey. Maya Fey, but doesn't look like she's around.
Must be nice to have such good friends with each other, isn't it? Must be nice to be such good friends with each other, isn't it, Mr. Nick?
Somehow, I don't think that's the real meaning of Detective Gumshoe's list. You know this person? I mean, a lot of people as a detective, pal. So we make extra sure not to forget people because that's our job. Now, having said that, I don't remember ever seeing this person before.
Which means that you're kind of forgetful, aren't you, Mr. Detective?
That's not what it means. Not exactly. I was really shocked by what happened to her in that one case. I didn't know she had such awesome power.
Awesome power?
Yeah, I thought maybe I should do some self-improvement and take up a hobby. So I went out and bought some morning glory seeds and planted them, pal. Sorry, but the term morning glory is striking. That's a good way to improve yourself. Agreed. Take up a new hobby. Get better at it. You never know what can turn up from it. You never know. Might become a gardener. Who knows? I don't mind plants. I won't mind having like my own allotment when I'm older. You know, where I can grow my own fruit and veg. I'm more productive. I'm not a big fan of like flowers and them sort of plants, but I can do. If I was going to do plants, it'd have to be stuff that I can get something out of, like growing my own. Like I said, growing my own fruit and veg, so I can cook and make delicious meals. Because I am quite the chef when I want to be. Oh, it's nothing really. Okay, now get back to arrested. Why was Mr. On Guard arrested? Yeah, sorry, pal, but that's something I can't tell you. I can tell you. That's not something I can tell you. We just started the investigation, so we don't want any leaks. Looks like yet another Steel Samurai hero is in some hot water.
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya knew about this.
Yeah, I know. She'd make me take this case. I know. I think that's everything with Gumshoe. So let's try and find Lotta. So what's going on, Mr. Wright? Looks like Juan Carita's been killed. He's very placid about that, isn't he? When people are just dead. Well, then again, I guess when you deal with a lot of murder trials, you are used to it. What? He's... Looks like he was murdered. And a suspect was arrested. That suspect is Mr. Matt Ongard. You're joking, right? Nope. Again, yawning. I'm one of those where I can't. I really do struggle to get to sleep. Need to take some like chamomile tea and hot baths. Need some chocolate before. Oh no chocolate keep me awake. But you know the first two. Should start doing that and see if I can fall off to sleep a bit better. Nope. They arrested the Nickel Samurai on the suspicion of murdering the Jamming Ninja. Oh, not again. I feel sick.
Again?
About a year ago, something just like this happened, Pearls. I still can't believe. No way, Madwood. What's Mr. Power's gun in his hand? Oh, before I forget, this for you, Mr. Wright. Got this from the bellboy that came by earlier. Radio from the bellboy, For me? But why? I don't know. All he said was it was for Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney. Interesting. Matt is the most energetic and active out there, active out there right now. The Nickel Samurai sealed his place as a pop idol, but he kept adding fuel to the fire of his rivalry with Juan anyway.
Mr. Juan, he's the jamming ninja, right?
Those two would butt heads over everything they could think of. I'd say that Matt was the one who almost always came out on top. I guess some people only know how to relate to others by butting heads like a ram. Well, you know, sometimes two people meet. It's, you know, the immovable object and the unstoppable force. They just gotta clash and see who wins. Juan said he'd take Matt on this time too, so he joined a rival TV show.
And that was the Jamming Ninja?
Stylish Nickel Samurai and the Burning Jamming Ninja. Why do I struggle with that so badly? Again, I should put a counter in the corner of how many times I screw up. I've been meaning to get on that. Maybe when I have more time to edit, probably better. I'll improve, I promise. When things turn messy real fast with those two using their shows for their war. In the final tally, look around, it's pretty obvious how things ended up. Matt even won the Grand Prix this year. Final win over his rival, I guess. Mr. Ongard was going to hold a press conference, wasn't he not? That's what I heard. Oh, if you wanted to get technical about it, it was about the Nickel Samurai's confession. That is a weird look for him. I can't stop yawning. I don't know what it is. No one's around me as well. You know that thing where they always say, like, if you yawn and people around, like, sooner or later people around you will yawn because they, like, mimicry. Like, unconscious mimicry. Or subconscious mimicry, for some reason. I love learning about that stuff. I should have really took up psychology, I guess. And learning about how the brain works. Fascinating. Nickel Samurais. Yeah. He was supposed to wear his costume and give the press conference that way. He was going to be in costume, but why? And here I go again, yawning. Yawn counter, I think we're up to 6. I'm not sure. They don't keep me in the loop anymore.
But I was wondering, where's Mystic Maya? She's been gone for a long time.
Now that she mentions it, Maya was going to answer only going to answer a phone call.
Maybe she got lost. I'll take a quick look around for her.
Oh, getting a call.
What is in, Mr. Nick?
I'm not sure. Coming from this transceiver. Hello? Right here. Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright? The attorney? And you are... You don't need to know who I am. I think you have you have other things to be concerning yourself with, such as...
Help, Nick! Mystic Maya.
Maya? So, Mr. Wright, wouldn't you agree that the more important issue is the fate of this girl? The fate? Does he mean what I think he means? Come on, Phoenix, you can put the dots together. You're pretty clever when you want to be. Maya, where are you? Are you hurt? Come now, don't fall apart on me yet. No, this can't be. Now that I have your attention, Mr. Attorney, I have a modest proposal for you. If you do what I require, then I'll return you your valuable item unharmed. Seven, yawning again. Ah. What is it called again in your fancy lawyer terms? Kidnapping for ransom? Yes, that's it. This is a kidnapping.
Ah! Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
My sight. Everything's fading away. Maya's been kidnapped. Are you there, Mr. Attorney? Are you there? How much? How much do you want? Very good, Mr. Attorney. I'm glad you have such a good grasp of the situation. Hurry up and state your condition. Then return Maya. Money is not what I seek. What? 8. Number 8. This little yawns now. What I want is a certain verdict. I would like a complete acquittal. Complete acquittal? What in the world have you done to need? I am not the person you will be representing. What? You are currently at the Gatewater Hotel, are you not? 9. Just like little yawns and I can feel them. I can feel them coming. And I know that a murder has just taken place there. Frank Carita was killed and the suspect is Matt Ongard. You are, as expected, quite on top of things, Mr. Attorney. Now then, what I want is very simple. I want you to obtain a complete acquittal from Matt Ongard. Matt Ongard? But why? He did not kill anyone. I can attest to that. However what? However, someone is framing him for murder. Very smart, someone who is setting him up to take the fall. I agree and do what he wants. Can I believe he'll keep his end of the bargain? You are, of course, at liberty to take me at my word or not. However, there is one thing you can take as fact. Right now, your very precious item is with me in my possession.
Help! Nick!
Maya! You have 2 days. Of course, tonight he will be in questioning with the police. But the trial is in 2 days. At that trial, you'll be 10. Jesus, these are a lot of yawns. At that trial, you will win a not guilty verdict. Remember, you only have one chance. One chance, Mr. Attorney. One? You expect me to get a not guilty verdict in one trial day? Yes, exactly. I don't believe I was wrong in choosing you, so don't let me down. Oh yes, that's right. Now that I'm playing the role of the kidnapper, I can't pass this chance to say. And don't even think about calling the cops. Oh yeah, it's definitely Powers. Definitely. I mean, look at that evil scowl that they added as an animation. Definitely him. I don't even think about calling the cops. Not great, but you get the idea.
Damn it. Who the hell are you?
Very well, I will tell you that much. My name is the Killer.
Mr. Nick, where is Mystic Maya?
She's been kidnapped.
No, it's all my fault. If only I had gone with Mystic Maya.
It's not your fault, Pearls.
But it is Mystic Maya.
Mr. Wright, I think we should tell the police what's going on. No, we can't do that. If we do, who knows what'll happen to Maya?
Mr. Nick, what about the detective we saw earlier?
Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, that's it. Wait here, I'll be right back. Alright, I'll take care of Pearl while you're away. See, and then he's gonna steal the other one. He's gonna steal both children. Makes sense, it's definitely Powers. Why? Ransom. Shh, not so loud. Ransom is complete acquittal for Matt Ongard. Wait, the deal is a complete acquittal in exchange for Maya? You mean... This means Matt Ongard is obviously the killer, pal. No doubt about it. The guy said that Mr. Ongard is innocent. Yes, because I'm Phoenix Wright, and I believe that everything that everybody says. Yeah, you really believe that what a kidnapper tells you, pal? I guess he has a point. If Engard really is innocent, then why the kidnapping? And on top of everything else, there's all this evidence we keep finding. Huh? The forensics team having a field day back there. Well, it's strange. There's no much evidence that it feels like something's wrong. There's too much evidence? Is that possible? Actually, Kidnapper did say something about Engard being set up. Anyway, looks like you won't be leaving here tonight, pal. Just sit tight and cooperate with the investigation. Tomorrow you can start yours. Oh, alright. Isn't there another way? You gotta be careful about pushing the kidnapper the wrong way. You're right. Oh well. Guess Maya's gonna die.
Ow, my head. Where am I? I wonder if I'm still in that hotel. What happened to me? Nick? Pearly? Come on, you guys. This isn't funny anymore.
I see you have awoken.
Ah! Well, who are you?
Me? I am known as the Killer.
The killer? You mean, like, assassin? I'm too young to die.
Don't worry. You are not my target. For now, anyway.
Ah! Nick, where are you?
Oh?
Help me.
Yes, that's right. Only one person can save you now. And that is Mr. Phoenix Wright. Oh, it's Von Karma. It's Mr. Phoenix Wright all over again.
Huh? What? Nick's gonna try and save me?
Calm down and be a good girl. Think of this as a business transaction.
A business transaction?
I'm going to contact him now. I hope you'll cooperate and play your assigned role well.
Nick! What's going to happen to me? Nick? Pearly? Sis?
Is this Mr. Phoenix Wright, the attorney? You don't need to know who I am. I think you have other things to be concerning yourself with, such as... And then everything plays out like we just seen. Just altering something. There we go.
Good morning.
Ah, morning, Pearls.
Mr. Nick. Come on, let's hurry and go see Mr. Engard.
We have to wait a little bit, Pearls. Visiting hours don't start until 9 AM, so...
Oh, I see. Mystic Maya, if only I had gone with you.
Oh, Pearls. She's been like this since last night. We managed to get home somehow yesterday evening. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe, gently holding her hand and leading her here. By the looks of it, I don't think Pearls got any sleep last night.
Mr. Nick, Mystic Maya, she's all right?
Yes, she's alright. Either way, I'm going to save her. You can trust me on that.
Please help her.
I'm the only one who's going to be able to stay calm and collected. Because Pearls is doing the crying for both of us.
I have a thought.
Huh?
You're going to represent Mr. Ongard, aren't you?
Yeah, I don't seem to have a choice.
But what if he's the real murderer?
Really forcing this home, aren't they?
What would you do then, Mr. Nick? Would you fight to get a not guilty verdict for a murderer to save Mystic Maya?
Pearls? Let's talk to Matt on guard first, okay? We can think about all the bad things we want, but it doesn't change a thing.
Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, I can't stop thinking about it.
Pearls, you're really worried about Maya, aren't you?
I don't have anyone else left in this world.
What do you mean?
My family's all gone.
A family?
My father, he left my mother and the village behind him went away.
Sorry.
And my mother,
She did that thing.
she did that thing all for me. Mystic Maya, she's like a sister to me. She's all I have left in this world.
Well, that was a very depressing note to end on. Okay, let's go to the detention center. Let's meet them. Let's meet Mr. Ongard. Trying to work out if he's as guilty as they say. They say he is. We couldn't wait for visiting hours to start, so Pearls and I came down here early. Visit one nickel samurai charged with the murder of the jamming ninja. Well, he doesn't look too bad. Good morning. How are you today? I know this situation might be a little tough for you. Oh, sorry, dude. I already signed up. Excuse me? I already have life insurance. I signed up a long time ago because my job is, you know? Oh, no, we're not insurance salespeople. Really? Dude, I really don't need that right now either. Fire extinguishers, I mean. This building isn't my house, so... No, we're not here to sell you fire extinguishers either. I'm a lawyer. My name is Phoenix Wright. Lawyer? Okay, and the guy has... I don't know what that type of thing is, actually. I guess it's a phone? It's like, you ever seen Doctor Who? Bit of like Captain Jack's sort of a wristwatch. I can't remember what it's called. That can help, well, technically you can use it to travel through time. Not this one, of course. I'll talk about Captain Jack. Watch Doctor Who, you've never seen it. It's a pretty good show. Well, it used to be anyway. Anyway. Hold on a sec, I gotta ask my manager, okay?
Nickel Samurai sure is a strange person, isn't he?
I think strange is an understatement. Sorry about that. You're just in time. Huh? You're a lawyer dude, right? My manager's looking for a good one right now, so, how about it?
Mr. Nick, this is our chance.
Have to make him let me take this case. I just have to. Okay, and how about this dude? What's this dude up to today? The guard monitors the visitors room. He's so quiet you could forget he was even here. 11? If he wasn't watching everything. He's pushed up against the wall, kind of like a magnet on a refrigerator. And smiling on candid camera. Strong guy keeps sneaking glances up at the security camera on the wall. Wonder if he is still trying to be a star. Sorry to intrude, but I would like to ask you a few personal questions. Oh, that's okay, but dude, my autobiography's coming out soon, so if I say stuff without a publisher's approval, then I'm gonna be in real hot water. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna ask my publisher, okay? Ow, got my fall on my table.
Mr. Ongar is so lucky he has so many people he can talk to.
I don't know if he's actually has anyone he can really talk to. Well... sorry about that. Like I thought, the publisher said it'd be real bad if I said anything, dude. Does he have a mind of his own? Mr. Ongard, I'd like to ask you about the murder. Oh, you're covering this for a tabloid as a side job, dude. Well, if you want my statement on this, you should ask through my staff. No, I'm not asking on behalf of a tabloid. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna ask the president of the studio, okay? Can you send me that link again, Phoenix, to the fusion thing? I think I might have lost it. The fusion calculator. If we're gonna talk about some fusions. Actually, never mind. I've got it. I've got it.
Is he all right, Mr. Nick?
If we're talking about my on-guard's brain here, I wouldn't put my money on it. Sorry about that. The studio president said, even Neo Mount Fuji himself knows I'm not the murderer.
Mr. Nick, what's Neo Mount Fuji?
It's a mountain in the city of Neo Old Tokyo, in the city the Nickel Samurai protects. Okay, are we getting anything out of him, or?
Mr. Nick, what are you doing with that?
Don't know yet, but I figured I could at least show it to him. Is that a transceiver? Hey, it looks like a real nice one too. Got it as a present from someone. Huh? Interesting. I've also been instructed to take your case. Is that what you heard from that transceiver? Yes. Dude, that's terrible. Don't let some disembodied voice boss you around. This coming from a man with a cell phone on his wrist. What's that? The ticket for the press conference. You were going to give one after winning the Grand Prix, right? Huh? Me? Yes, you were in costume, no less. I never heard anything about that, dude. Only heard about the stage show. I always leave that kind of stuff to my manager. You didn't know. That is odd. Well, dude, I think it's about time for me to get going. Wait, please, wait. I really need to take your case. There's always other people in need of a lawyer, right? Want to introduce me to a few?
Please let Mr. Nick represent you.
Man, oh man, lawyers these days. Now you dudes use kids to pull in your clients too? You don't take me as your lawyer, then the killer is going to... Wait, what did you say? The killer? The killer? What's he doing? He looks like he's mulling something over. Alright, dude. I'll accept your terms. Huh? I'll let you represent me in court.
We did it, Mr. Nick.
Yeah. I don't feel any better for doing it. And he doesn't look too happy either.
Go ahead, ask me anything. I'll help you out as much as I can.
Okay then. Now we're getting somewhere.
Man, I thank my lucky stars that people know my name.
Well, you are quite the hero when you're in the national spotlight.
I didn't know who he is. Does that mean I'm not a good citizen? Yeah, it's really great to be the Nickel Samurai.
Dude,
Lately I just keep getting more and more popular.
true enough. Nickel Samurai is very popular amongst high schools and secretaries right now. Why secretaries? What is it that they have in particular of a kid watching a kid show? Also, I've just seen Moltres and Magnezone, that Magnezone fusion. That looks pretty good. I'm assuming it's the Steel Fire one. It looks weird, but hey, I've seen weirder fusions. I guess Mr. Ongard has a way of catching the eyes of women. Ah, thank you, game, for explaining why secretaries watch him.
Do you know my motto? Refreshing like a spring breeze. That's what I am. A spring breeze? That's why this kind of scandal is disastrous, dude. I mean, even if I try to get out of here tomorrow, it's still gonna look bad.
Lucky number 13. Now's he on again. But everyone loves a good scandal. Can you tell me about your activities last night?
After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. Had a post-ceremony stage show to do. So I was in my Nickel Samurai costume.
And you were alone the entire time.
My manager was running about being busy, so yeah.
Because of the press conference you were supposed to hold after the show?
I told you, dude, I have no idea about any press conference, alright?
That's strange. I thought the Nickel Samurai was going to confess something.
Anyway, when I was leaving my room, that's when I noticed it was kinda noisy.
Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time?
Yeah, that's what I gathered anyway from my manager.
I'm beginning to gather that this guy can't do a thing on his own.
Yeah, that's when the detective in the green coat showed up. He searched me and then, out of the blue, the dude arrested me.
About you and the victim, Mr. Wankarito, what sort of...
That's got nothing to do with anything, dude. Man, with that face of his, you can't even tell if he's the same age as me. And he wanted to try to make a Jammin' Ninja movie, even though we all know it failed.
Nickel Samurai still won in the end, right?
Yeah, I took the Grand Prix by storm. So why would I, the winner, have any reason to kill the guy anyway? Dude, you'd think it'd be the other way around, you know?
Well, yeah, he's making some good points. Do you know why you were arrested?
I guess maybe my full body search went badly.
Did they find anything on you?
I found a button from the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
A button?
I don't get it either, but it was caught in the pleats of my samurai pants, or hakama. Ah. Dude, I really think someone planted it there, though. I'm serious.
I wonder if that's what really happened. I guess this is about all I'm gonna get out of him.
Mr. Nick?
Yeah?
Let's ask one last thing. Let's test Mr. Ongard to see if he really is innocent or guilt or not.
You can do that?
Yeah. If you use this.
Oh yeah, Maya's Magatama.
He won't be able to hide any of his secrets from you, Mr. Nick. I'm sure of it.
I get it. Mr. Ongard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Please answer me honestly.
What is it, dude?
Did you kill Juan Carita? Please put the phone away and answer this question yourself.
Alright, but just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone. That includes Juan Carita, okay?
Well, he checks out my Pearl. I'm usually talking about to Maya, so it threw me.
Well, Mr. Nick?
Nothing. Not a chain or lock in sight.
Which means it's alright to trust him.
Yeah, it does appear that way. Well, at least I can breathe a sigh of relief knowing my client is innocent.
The trial's tomorrow, right? I'm counting on you, dude.
Well, I'm assuming that we're going to be doing some more investigating, so we're not going to end here. Yep. At least we're able to get my on guard as our client. And we know that he didn't do it, which is very important.
So, what are we gonna do now?
Well, the trial is tomorrow. The only thing we can... and we only get this one chance. The one way to prove Mr. On-Guard's innocence. We have to find the real killer.
Okay, then let's start looking.
Since there were no Cyclocks, that means we can trust Mr. On-Guard to be innocent.
Really feel much better knowing that. Ever since last night, I was so worried that I kept worrying. Wondering, what if he is the real killer? What then?
Hey, I have something I want to ask you, Pearls.
Okay, and what is it?
Why are you so interested in how Maya and I get along? I mean, she and I don't have anything special
Huh? What do you mean? But I thought you and Mystic Maya were. Have I been mistaken all this time? No way.
She really wasn't kidding. Pearls actually believes Maya and I, well, she is 18, so technically it's legal in whatever country you want to be, since this is meant to be a conglomeration of Japan and America. 18, you're fine. Japan, it's 13, so you're definitely fine. Maybe I should have just left it alone.
Mr. Nick, stop it. Don't hide your true feelings from me.
Ow! She slapped me. We're gonna examine here.
This is the Nickel Samurai, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Mr. Nick, please take care of Mystic Maya and be your Nickel Samurai, alright?
The killer's the bellboy that we saw beforehand. Difficult-looking legal books stand in a formidable row. They mock me.
Oh, do you need to look something up in one of these law books, Mr. Nick? Which book is it? Which book do you need? I can't read those. I can't read those books. I can't reach them either.
It's okay, Pearls, really. How's Charlie doing? Actually, no, we'll look at the desk first. My desk. Since I don't have time to sit, it's usually clean. Unusually clean.
Oh, I cleaned it up for you some more last night. Because I couldn't sleep.
Aww. What a gal Pearls is.
Oh, I'll water it.
It's okay. I already did that.
Watering can. Where are you, Mr. Watering Can?
Pearls gets too wound up if she's not doing something to distract herself. Hope Charlie can withstand Typhoon Pearls. There's a giant building just outside the window. It's actually the Gateswater Hotel, high-class luxury hotel. Actually, the crime scene happened at a recently completed hotel in the center of town. The Gateswater Imperial Hotel. How far are they going to go to expand their empire? Didn't think Phoenix Wright would have very bold opinions on capitalism. Oh, Doublade and Lapras. No guard plus shakeholds. Pretty busted. Give you that one. It's why they banned because you can get Machamp with no guard, and in Gen 1 you can get Machamps with Fissure. The only way to get a Machamp when they release the virtual console ones of you know, red, blue, red, blue, and yellow, they made sure that if you trade over a Machamp, it never has no guard. I believe it's always, what's the other one they have? Steadfast? The other ability they can have? I always get confused because I forget. It's just a bit of early little bit of lore. It is interesting though how they got rid of it, because they were like, yeah, we see that, and what basically they just big noed it. Basically, they just went, nope, we're not doing that. Oh, Doublade and Lapras fusion is ugly. It looks like it looks like, I don't know. It looks like Gastrodon, but like in some kink gear or something like that. It looks weird. Ugh. Look it up for yourself with a fusion calculator. It's always fun to look up fusions, just because you know the people put a lot of designs into them. Put a lot of time into the designs, I should say.
Hey, what do you think you're doing? You can't come in without...
Good morning.
Hold on, it's you. What are you going on around? What is it? What is going on around here? I heard poor Juan was killed. Is that true? It's a bad rerun of what it is. It's another Steel Samurai doing the most evilest of deeds.
You know, that's not entirely...
I'll have you know I was a huge fan of Juan's. Why oh why of all the stars am I interested in why do all the stars I'm interested in drop like one by like flies?
See, she's the killer. She's basically just admitting it. Oh, nope. I'm out. I'm just gonna take a sip of my water and let her run her course. I actually wanted to ask you about the murder and what happened.
Don't push me, boy.
Mr. Nick? I, couldn't hear anything she said because she was talking too fast. 14. Yawn it. Gotta get the yawn out. Miss Holback, could you please speak a little slower?
Don't boss me around, you spiky-haired smarty pants. My dear Hammer died a year ago in that dreadful murder. And only recently did I find a star that makes my heart go badump again.
I don't know what to say.
I ask you, why does every star I cheer for end up kicking the bucket?
I'd
watch your words. No one's going to get away with saying anything bad about my Juan.
I haven't even said anything yet.
Well, I don't believe a word that woman says anyway.
Huh? What woman?
That irritating backwater girl with the afro and the horrible country accent. I mean, what is that manner of speaking supposed to be? And why does she never stop?
Oh, never mind. Okay. Just going on another spule. Oh, you're on the way to the 8th gym? Normal type gym. Okay. Interesting choice. Especially if you have a lot of Pokemon at this point with they're confused with normal types. Normal's one of those types where it's very interesting if you can put it on certain types to see what happens with them. Like, have we got a normal ghost type Pokemon yet? Just thinking. Phil's, you thirsty?
A little.
Is Zoroark normal ghost? I thought Zoroark was just dark. Bear in mind, I did not play Black and White 2. I missed out on it. I thought it was just a dark type. Oh, talking about Hisuian Zoroark. Fair enough, yeah. Again, I've not really... Like, you don't really do a lot of battling in Legends Arceus. Strangely enough, as weird as that is to say. So I just forget about a lot of the different types of Pokemon that were in there. The designs were cool. I remember Hisuian Zoroark being actually a pretty cool design. My favourite, though, has to go to the Growlithe. Have to give it to Growlithe. I love that dude's Hisuian form. That was beautiful design. He's a little boy with a little he's got a little fringe.
Okay.
Okay, I'll go get you some juice or something.
Thank you very much. Hey, are you paying attention, young'uns, today?
I'm guessing Miss Oldbag heard everything from Lotta. Trying to think what other Pokemon have got different forms that I really like. I've said before that I really like Alolan Exeggutor because it's so far so far out there. Like it's so dumb as a concept that I'm into it. Like, yeah, okay, let's go for it. It's an actual Exeggutor with the look of a palm tree, and then they gave it the they gave it a dragon type for some reason. Don't know why, but hey, I'm not arguing. It was pretty funny at the time. I wanted to ask you about what happened around the time of the murder.
I don't know anything about that. I was here getting ready.
Getting ready? For what?
The show, of course. Well, and that press conference afterwards.
Cue mysterious music for the magical press conference.
Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder.
Ooh. Anyway, I don't know anything about the murder. There's another one as well, Cubone. I did like Alolan Marowak. That was a pretty good alternate form as well. I like when they spruce up all the Pokemon and give them a new typing or a new idea. I see.
But if you're talking about what I saw, that's different. I saw it very, very clearly. What? I saw the most important moment of the night.
Okay, just let me do this one moment. Move downwards. What you witnessed. The most important moment? You don't mean...
Oh, so now you're going to treat me with respect, you disrespectful child. When you speak to your elders, you should always be polite. Really, kids today.
Please tell me, what did you see? Oh, brilliant.
The murder last night was gruesome, wasn't it? But then what murder isn't?
Please don't stray on another tangent. Please.
Want to hear more? You'll show respect and bring this lady a present.
Okay, well, we need more, we clearly need more info. Ooh, Cubone Kangaskhan looks interesting. Well, both of them do actually. Like Kangaskhan Cubone is just the little dude, because obviously there's always that theory that Cubone under the mask is a Kangaskhan, but the Cubone Kangaskhan one is like pretty cool. Oh, it's got a little Cubone in its pouch as well. Oh, that's cute. I was looking up something the other day about like form about like how like there's a theory that the design from the design for like Cubone, because like it looked like Cubone event actually had an or was actually a 3-stage evolution where it went Cubone, Marowak, and then X Pokemon. I'm assuming what happened was they ditched it and then they made with the third evolution, they actually made Kangaskhan, which actually explains a lot when you think about it, because of because when you think about it, if Kangaskhan was the fully evolved version of Marowak, or if Marowak evolved into Kangaskhan, I should say, it would make sense to why Giovanni has one, because obviously Giovanni, known ground type trainer, would have something like, you know, would have an evolution of Marowak rather than what he does have, which is a Kangaskhan, which is normal for some reason. It is interesting when you look at a lot of the ideas on the cutting room floor and how they changed it up, because I would have preferred Cubone, Marowak, Kangaskhan. It also would have made sense to have the the story of Marowak's Cubone's mother dying, because it would have been probably a Kangaskhan or whatever was meant to be the evolution of Marowak instead, which would have been interesting instead of every Cubone's mother dying, which is a bit depressing. Okay, and looks like the investigation is still in full swing. Hotel staff and the police are running around like a bunch of headless chickens. I wonder if we can do any investigating on our own, well, in this kind of atmosphere. Well, we've got to roll up our sleeves and try, I guess. Oh, there's nothing here, so, hallway it is. Hey, you're here. Been waiting for you, Mr. Lawyer. Lotta? Hey, cop feller, the thief showed his face. What? Arrest him, put him on trial, find him guilty, and give him the death penalty. What's wrong, Laura? Are you feeling alright? Looked here and there and up and down the mountain, but it ain't here. So why don't you hurry up and give it back to me, you creep? What are you looking for? My camera. CAMERA. It's my lifeblood. I'm gonna die without my $700 camera. Your camera? Look, don't lots of people say the criminal always goes back to the scene of the crime? And looky here. And looky, here you are. Yep, here I am, faced with a lot of trouble. Huh? Maya might have took it, yeah, probably. Makes sense for Maya to take it. Don't need to examine, we've already examined the stuff before. So you lost your camera? Ain't no ordinary camera. You can buy it in a store and it's $1,600 brand new. But didn't you say you only bought it for $700? I had a nice long talk with the guy at the store. About 5 hours, I reckon. I made this itty-bitty scratch on it and the manager got all huffed up in the face. He gave me talking to and he was real mean about it too. He made me cry and all that. When did you lose your camera? Last night. After the murder happened. Must have been when I was busy running around looking into things. Well, it is Maya after all, yeah. Maya probably might have nicked it. I doubt it though. She would have seen Maya. That's when I lost sight of my dear darling expensive sweetie. Lotta, what did you capture with this expensive camera of yours? I don't rightly know. I snatched a shot of anything that caught my eye.
So I don't remember. Besides, I couldn't get anything for my big scoop.
I wonder if Lotta's missing camera is even connected to the murder. Lotta, please tell me what you know about what happened at the time of the what happened at the time of the murder. And get my words out right.
Well, from before the ceremony last night, I was hanging around here in this area. Yeah, actually, I was here until around the time Mr. Ongard was arrested.
What were you doing here?
You sure went to school? You sure you went to school, city boy? Wherever a lot of heart goes, there's a story to be found, a big scoop to be had.
A big scoop?
I told you before, I'm gonna be the best tabloid photographer the world's ever seen. Reckon course that means I'm always looking for the perfect shot.
Oh, I've just looked up Cubone and Marowak's Infinite Fusion. Both of them are actually pretty cute, awful. Like, one of them's Cubone crying besides the skull of Marowak, and the other one's Cubone crying and then getting held by the ghost of Marowak. Oh, you make me cry. Oh, that's really cute. And also really sad. I always have a soft spot for Cubone. I've always said I have a remote control Cubone. In terms of a... Like, it can move forward. It's one of the old Pokemon toys. If I can find a picture of it, I'd show you guys. I wonder what scoop she meant. I wonder what scoop she meant after all this time.
Although, I was also on the lookout for the other stars that were here. So maybe I wasn't here the entire time.
Lotta, are you sure you weren't here the entire time? Could you take a picture for your so you could take a picture for your big scoop? 15. That's yawn again. God, that one made my eyes water a little bit.
Well, maybe I was, but that's what the real journalists do. I got some juicy inside info, so I thought to myself, why not get a picture for proof?
And why not get a picture for proof? Oh, sorry, misreading them. What kind of story was it that would hang around here? What kind of story was it that you would hang around here? Sorry, I'm just misreading. This didn't seem right to me.
Oops, sorry, Mr. Lawyer. Can't be telling you a trade secret, you know.
Not again. Why does everyone have something to hide?
We've been stopped, haven't we? Heh, yeah, take that, Mr. Lawyer.
I'm glad someone around here is happy. Miss Law and your I rule smile. Well, guess we're not getting anything out of her.
And I just bought that camera. Who did it? Thieving rascal.
Please don't look straight at me while you're saying that.
Well, when I find the bugger who went on and done this, you're gonna pay with a bullet.
And if you do that, you kinda don't expect me to defend you. Okay, and I guess we can look in these two rooms as well.
Where are we?
We're in Matt Ongard's dressing room. This is our client's room.
May I help you with something?
Well, hello there. Well, she's quite pretty, and I'm a little bit of a sucker for girls in glasses, but okay. Where?
You're Mr. Ongard's lawyer, correct? I gathered as much. I also looked for lawyers on my end, but to no avail.
How did you know I'm his lawyer? You were just saying that he is your client. In a situation like this, the only person who would use such a word would be his lawyer. Wow. Simple deduction, really. Trial is tomorrow when Mr. Onguard's situation is looking rather grim. Interesting fusion, it's called Ampharos. Can you guess the fusion? Ampharos. I'm assuming it's a conjoined name, right? And I'll give me a minute to work out the fusion. I'm just trying to think of Pokemon with that sort of name convention. If it's because I'm assuming it's a portmanteau of two Pokemon. So you came here one stop in your mad dash to find clues to build his case, correct? Well, you're not totally right, but you're not totally off either. It's really not the time to be showing off, Mr. Nick. I am Adrian Andrews. I hate to waste time, so let's get down to business. My type of lady. Alright. She may be of small stature, but appearances can be deceiving. And I want to have a look around first. It's the bedroom over there. Damn right it is. And that's a bed? Wow, they have really big beds here. Okay, painting. Comfortable chair. There's some samurai-looking clothes on the sofa over there. I think that jacket-looking thing is called a happy. Whatever it is, I'm sure something like that would make a great souvenir. Maya would be absolutely thrilled. Really? We're going gift shopping right now? There's a giant bone sitting on the plate. I don't really like meat. Well, Pearl, get out. Huh? There's something weird about this plate. Just wish I could put my finger on what it is. Looks like dishes left over for dinner for two at that. Sure they're Mr. Onguard and Miss Andrews plates. Looks like they had T-bone steaks. What with Global Studio? What's with Global Studios and T-bone steaks? Hey, if you're getting a free T-bone, I'm not complaining. I love me some meat. Okay, and what's in here? Probably Mr. Onguard's suitcase. For some reason, someone who was only meant to be here for the award show, this is an awful lot of stuff. Looks like he was about 3 days. It looks like he has about 3 days of clothes in here. Stars really are different from us, aren't they? Well, yes and no, Pearls. Sometimes they get too big for the boots. Other times, you know, they're quite well grounded. Anyway, I've done my looking around. Now the murder. I assume the first thing you need to know is what everyone was doing that night, correct? Uh-huh. And I will tell you. Before the awards ceremony, I had dinner with Mr. Onguard. In this very room, I might add. Dinner? What did you eat? I told you I hate to waste time with trifling details. If you took a look at the table yourself, you wouldn't need to ask me. Bet she's a lot of fun at pies. Hey, you never know. She might have a nice exterior, a nice interior. You never know. You just gotta get through, like, it's like Francisca. She's got a very harsh exterior. You just gotta get to know her a little bit better. Maybe she's a bit frosty. And you gotta, you know, poke the bear to find out what she's really like. When the award show was starting, I headed for Viola Hall. Viola Hall? Viola. After the show ended, you came back to this. I'm sorry. After the show ended, you came back to this room. No, I had some small errands to run. I helped with the preparations in the lobby. Oh, preparations for the post-ceremony show, I guess. When it was time for the post-ceremony show, I came back for Mr. Onguard. After that, I went to visit Mr. Kurita. And that's when you found his body, right? You really held strong enough, though, through everything. Yeah, she does seem mentally tough as nails. So about you and Mr. Ongard. Stop right there. You aren't seriously about to ask how Mr. Ongard and I are related, are you? Well, if you're related, that would be interesting. But, no, I'm not. Sorry. I have no idea how he could choose you as his lawyer. You should have to go in and say something like that. Mr. Nick, calm down and hang in there. I'll give you a shoulder rub to relieve your stress later, alright? Aw, Pearls. I already gave you my name earlier, but I'll add that I am Mr. Ongard's manager. His manager? Speaking of managers, did the victim, Mr. Kurita, have one? No, he did not. He didn't? Global Studios have a very different policy from Worldwide Studios in that Worldwide Studios does not assign individual managers to their stars. I see. This industry is very ruthless and unforgiving. Actually, you look quite ruthless and unforgiving yourself to your poor partner. Dragging a little girl to places like this, honestly. You're wrong. I'm doing this to help Mystic Maya. Girls, calm down and hang in there. I'll buy you a juice later, alright? I'm just thinking about the Ampharos fusion. I'm assuming is it two Amphoroses? Amphoroses? It's the only thing I can think of. So I can't think of any Pokemon that has the same prefixes like for Amp and... Oh, Ampharos and Tauros. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that's a good point. Okay, fine then. I will look it up. Okay, and the guy liked bears. He really liked bears. Okay, I'm just gonna have a look at this Ampharos Tauros fusion. Give me 1 second. Multitasking is not my strong suit. Mr. Nick, where are we? We're in Mr. Juan Kurita's room, Pearls. Mr. Kurita? Victim. Which makes this the crime scene, too. Oh, it's you. So what happened? The kidnapper, has he contacted you yet? Not yet. He probably won't until we win Mr. Ongard's acquittal. You doing okay, pal? Hanging in there? I just want Maya to be alright. We don't have a lot of time left, but I'm gonna help you as much as I can, pal. Can you do that, even if we want to look around the crime scene? Just this once. Special circumstances, right, pal? I like the Tauros one. I prefer Tauros Ampharos to Ampharos Tauros fusion. I don't know, there's just something about the Ampharos Tauros fusion which makes it look weird. We're gonna find out how he died, I guess. I'll even tell you everything I know, but you gotta keep quiet. It's my neck on the line here. Thank you. Oh, and that's right. I got you guys a map of the hotel, pal. Here you go, Missy.
Wow, you giving it to me? Thank you.
Wouldn't want you to get lost in a hotel too big for its own good.
Hey, Mr. Nick, I've got a map.
Alright, Dora. Let's get to work then.
But Mr. Nick, I can't read what it says.
Well, let's examine everything first. Let's start with Yogi here.
Wow, there are a lot of bears.
Alarm clock ones, collector's editions, stuffed teddies, plastic models? It's pretty overwhelming. Is there a kind of bear he doesn't have?
There's even a few in the trash can.
Yeah, I get the feeling maybe the guy didn't really like bears.
Poor teddies.
It's hard to bear with all these problems. Growl. I thought we were done with this guy. I don't want to think I don't want to bear with the trauma of that last case caused me.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
How's this? There are all sorts of things in this refrigerator.
Carrot juice bottle and tomato juice bottle are both empty.
Empty? Too much of a hassle to throw them away, I guess. All vegetable juices. I guess this guy must have been a real health nut.
Oh, there's a beet and some ketchup and a bottle of strawberry jam, too. Maybe red was his favorite color.
Well, let's see what's on the table, I guess.
It's so messy here.
Pearls really likes things neat and tidy, I take it.
There are a lot of electronic things that I've never even seen before. Hey, Mr. Nick, tell me what they are, pretty please?
Okay, and that one over there is a watch, and you can wear it on your wrist.
I know what a watch is.
Oops. For a second there, I forgot I was talking with a Pearls, not Maya. No, camera? No? Oh, I thought it might have been Maya's camera. Not Maya's camera, Lot's camera. It's a suitcase. There are so many things in it, I bet it barely closes. 15. There is clothes, a dryer, an electric shaver, a calculator.
Do all stars pack too much stuff like Mr. Karita?
Probably. Looks like a dehumidifier. Slide to the right. Okay, and what's around here? What's he meant to be? Looks like Mr. Karita had dinner last night.
This bottle, it's tomato juice.
Had a lot of food at the award show last night. But I wonder if the stars are on stage after only eating a meager meal like this. More teddies. TV.
That's a bed, right?
Yep, it's big, but it's a bed.
Ah, Mr. Nick, it's so soft.
Big beds must be a rarity for her. Okay, why do I need to go through that dialogue? Don't know. Not the telephone. Guess we'll have a look over here. This is the guitar case, I guess. A little beat up, but still usable.
That's strange, the guitar's not here.
Maybe he forgot to bring it to the show.
But Mystic Maya. She said the bright red guitar was the Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
That is true. Huh? This guitar case is wet, and it's only wet on the top of the lid.
Yeah, there's no water inside the case. This is water, isn't it?
Okay. And what about here? Bottles of cosmetics are scattered all over the floor. This is probably where Mr. Karita fought his assailant.
What are these little bits of glass from?
Flower vase, perhaps? There are flowers on the floor, but I don't know what they are.
I don't know much about flowers. Do you, Mr. Nick?
I do not. This is a beautiful wine glass, and there's tomato juice in it.
Ooh, tomato juice. I don't really like it very much.
There's a bottle on it. There's a bottle of it on the table over there. That's probably where it came from.
Doesn't it seem weird?
It seems weird.
I mean, everything else is scattered all over the floor.
She's right. The flower vase was broken and the make was strewn everywhere.
Why is this glass the only thing that's still alright?
Make a good observation there, Pearls. I think that's everything here, so slide to the left and let's talk to Gumshoe. You know what was the cause of death? Well, technically the final autopsy report isn't out yet, but, one look at the victim should tell you, pal. It should? Yeah, here's a picture. There's a knife in his chest. Yeah, pal. That's the murder weapon. Well, you got, what was it? Well, you got it on the first try, knife. So he was stabbed to death. They're looking at the fingerprints down at the lab right now. There were fingerprints on the knife? Yep. And it looks like they're pretty sure they're Mad Out Mr. Ongard's prints, pal. That is bad. Real bad. Well, yeah, we don't know. I can't remember this case off the top of my head, so maybe it's the murder weapon, maybe it's not. Why was Mr. Ungard arrested? Because we had evidence on him. Evidence? Looks like the victim, Juan Carita, really put up a big fight. Sorry? Yeah, one look at the crime scene and you can tell. There's signs of a struggle everywhere. Well, yeah, during the fight, his button came off. Mr. Ungard said something about a button. Something like one of the Jammer Ninja's buttons got caught in his Hakama. That's not all. What? It was a witness, pal. A witness? Who is it? Yeah, lady, Miss Oldbag. Please, anyone but her. The prosecution has plenty of evidence to make it a solid case. Not to mention there's something around where the Vic was a little off. Something that's a little off? As in that's for you to figure out, pal. Alright, let's try to figure it out, Mr. Nick. Yeah, we can start presenting stuff to Gumshoe. So about this wine glass. Yeah, so you noticed it, pal. Whole crime scene was a total mess, but this glass was the only thing untouched. You noticed it too, Detective. No, actually, Miss Von Karma noticed it first. Yeah, Pearls noticed it before me too. Wait a minute. So does that mean Miss Von Karma's here at the hotel? Yeah, she's around. Man, you're gonna be in so much trouble, pal. Especially if she catches you in here. Well, you can bet the instant I see her, I'll be running the 1,000-meter dash. Oh, crud. What's that beeping noise, Mr. Nick? I've heard this sound somewhere before. I believe that's Gumshoe's sensor to tell her Miss Von Karma's close. It's Miss Von Karma. Huh? For some reason, whenever I hear that sound, she pops out of nowhere and whips me. Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened. Exactly what happened the last time. Okay, cool. Interesting mistake here, it seems. Or that doesn't grammatically make sense, does it? Come to think of it, that's exactly what happened the last time. Sorry, I've got to make myself scarce. Later, pal. Ow! At last, you reveal your true nature, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Would it be too much to ask you to be nice to me for a change? So you're trying to steal the type of information from the pitifully hopeless detective? That's very dishonorable of you. Ow! Hey, don't you dare run away from me, Scruffy McTrenchcoat. I didn't think the detectives of this country could be so pitiful. Ah! Detective, come over here for a second. Well, he's dead. And probably could sue her for assault. Although she is a prosecutor. I feel better knowing at least you were man enough to face your punishment. He was so scared he just froze up on the spot. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you have soiled my perfect prosecution record. I'll never forget that. This time, victory will be mine. Victory is yours? Is that all that this means to you? What? Come, Scruffy. The investigation briefing is about to begin. Yes, sir. This isn't over yet. I swear on my family's honor. Oh, ow, what did she throw at me now? What is this? Well, I guess this means I gotta get back to the precinct now, pal. You ever need me, come down to the Criminal Affairs Department, alright? If you can, try not to let Miss Von Karma see you. Well, I guess we have to go back out. What did she give us? I thought she gave us something. Never mind. Trying to think, do we have anything to actually move on? I was going to say, we don't really have anything that I can think of to break Lotta and Bag's chains yet. Not enough evidence. Oh, Mr. Wright. How are you? Ah, Mr. Powers, have you been here the entire time? Yeah. People connected to the murder aren't allowed to go home, let alone leave. Well, I did. Can you tell me a little more about the Nickel Samurai TV show? Alright. $16. Ugh. Nickel Samurai is an action hero program aimed towards kids. It's a sequel to the Steel Samurai. Oh, it's a sequel to the Steel Samurai. I see. This time there are three samurai brothers. Aluminium, tin, and of course the Nickel Samurai. It's a love why in the neo-world Tokyo. I see. Wait, what? A love what? A love why? This girl, Sayo, works at the tea shop and all three guys fall for her at the same time. Oh. I guess the Y shape is like the three brothers colliding over this one girl? Anyway, Sayo is actually in love with the daughter of the evil Strawberry Clan's leader. Sounds like an unusual situation, like Romeo and Juliet times 3. Yeah. Strange thing is, that sort of forbidden love story is really big with the office ladies. Yeah, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. Miss Sayo? Does Miss Sayo fall in love? She does, doesn't she?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
I'm going to stop watching Kids Masterpiece Theater starting this week.
I can't believe she's really considering it. So the Jammin' Ninja... What's the Jammin' Ninja show like? It's started from a remake of an old movie, to tell you the truth. Jammin' Ninja, like the samurai shows, is geared towards kids. It's the story of a ninja who can't scale a wall but became a big pop star anyway. What? He was a really lousy ninja, absolutely couldn't do any ninja things at all. But boy, could he sing. With his trusty bright red guitar in hand, he took the ancient world by storm. A ninja with a bright red guitar. And then the final fight was in front of his beloved Princess Misola. Jammin' versus the Muromachi 5. Suddenly, a brave hero catches a not-so-jammin' cold not-so-jammin' cold before battle 3. Oh, that's too bad for him. Yeah. This kind of pop music-based love story is something high school girls really like. Yeah, Pearl?
What happens next? I want to know. The Gemmin Ninja? Will he be able to sing? What about Princess Misola?
Every Sunday at 8 a.m.
Oh, which show should I watch,
I can't believe she's really considering it. That guitar case, that was Juan's. Guessing you've seen this case before? Pretty famous by now. It stands out because it holds the bright red guitar. Bright red guitar. The Jammin' Ninja's signature item.
If the guitar's so important, how could he forget it for the awards ceremony?
Does seem a little strange. Don't think Mr. Powers is probably going to do me any favors. Don't think she will either.
Ah, lawyer dudes, what do you find out?
Well, I'm still in the middle of investigating. I see. I've already told you everything I know, dude. Can you tell me about, well, your activities last night? After I got the award, I took a break and went back to my room. I had a post-ceremony stage show to do, so I was in my nickel samurai costume. We were alone the entire time. My manager was running around pretty busy yet. Because of the press conference after the show, told you don't know about that. Okay, and we've seen this before. That's when the detective with the green coat showed up. He searched me and, yep. Okay, so they're the same stuff. See if we can... Dude, it's not like I buy everything and everything. It's nice because it's not for sale anyway. I'll see if there's anything that he has to talk about. Otherwise... That's my manager. Do you meet her? Yeah. What do you think? Strong woman, right? She takes good care of me. You're such a mama's boy. Look, dude, I didn't kill him. I mean, the Nickel Samurai just kicked the Jammin' Ninja's butt, right? It's not like I felt threatened by the likes of him. Being rivals sounds like such a sad way to relate to another person. Okay, we're gonna get nothing out of him. Let's try and head to criminal affairs. It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here. Great, now even Pearls is calling him Scruffy. Thanks, Francisca. They said something about an investigation briefing earlier, right? Why don't we come back later and try and later when they're done? Guess that's all we can do, right, Mr. Nick? These are detectives' desks. There are computers and files on each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expected. Guess detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desks. Well, to be fair, Phoenix, neither do you. This must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. A break and spit it out, you lowlife scumbag. Turkey sandwich? Don't you eat ham every day? Get sick of it? Get sick of it or something? You must be doing an image training for interrogations. I guess. This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Hero of Heroes award ceremony? The grand prize got away from the Jammin' Ninja again? Shouldn't you be reading something more important? Poster of a female police officer. Wait, no. That's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad. Well, you know. Get your rocks off, I guess. Aw, it's kinda cute. Mr. Nick, what is that stuffed animal's name? That's the Blue Badger. It was my idea. I made it, and it's this precinct's mascot, you know. Oh, wow. I'll get him the assigned mascot of every police station if it's the last thing I do. I hope you succeed in your mission, sir. Think that's everything, because I don't think we can do anything else. Right then. Let's try and talk to Lotta, I guess. Hey, that's Miss oh, sorry, no, wrong person. That's Miss Andrews. She's Matt's manager. Actually, I was interested in her for a little bit. Just a little. Mr. Powers likes this type of woman. What you know about Miss Andrews? Well, here's the thing. I don't really know her, you know? I get it. Sort of a small rumor going around about her right now. A rumor? Ah, if you're interested, I'll be glad to share what I know. He's so happy. He looks like he's the lion who's just found his next meal. Well, I guess we better talk to him about Adrian. Would you mind telling us about this gossip? Ah, so you're interested in it. I figured you would be. I have such a weakness for celebrity gossip, too. Oh, really? You do, huh? Yeah, take a look at this. It's like tabloid Miss Oldbag would read. Alright, let's see here. Jammin's Midnight Rendezvous. The mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Ms. AA. You see now, don't you? Wow. Stop pretending to be in the dark, Mr. Wright. Moncarita didn't have a manager of his own. Which means if we're talking about a certain manager with the initials AA... Adrian Andrews? Yes, exactly. This is big news. Seems kind of odd. That woman, Miss Andrews, together with the biggest rival of a client? It's a wonderful thing that only can happen between two people. Mr. Powers looks so happy. Rose is just following along, not having any idea as to why she's smiling. Well, like the saying goes, one man's garbage is another man's treasure. Okay, I think with this we can probably break Lotta's stuff. Okay, Lotta, you're gonna tell me what you know. Because clearly she was going for that. Oh, we found Entei? The worst out of the 3 legendary dogs. Lotta, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the murder, were you loitering around the victim's room? I told you, didn't I, for my scoop? What I want to know about is the details of this scoop. That's not something I can just tell you. I mean, there's my bread and butter. Alright then. An unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop. I'm going to say you were looking into a scandal. Could it be, Laura Hart, you were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Wankarita and this person? Well... Adrian at work. Yeah, this woman. She's Adrian Andrews, my on-guards manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jamming Ninja. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it? There's one. You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think you'll put it up, make the papers. You gotta have backup. Backup? Yeah. You gotta have that, what's it? News source? I think you mean news source. That's it. So show me something that shows Wankarita and the guy had something with Miss Andrews. I guess this then. This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jamming Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Ms. AA. Ah. Mr. Carita didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Mr. Onguard's manager, Adrian Andrews, she does have the initials AA. You saw this article and then you thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Carita's door last night. Why? You will tell me all your secrets, Lotta. Okay, then. Oh, whoops, daisy. You were looking into Mr. Carita and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? You got it. I was gonna get myself a scoop of catching him in a secret meet. There's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news. What'd you just say? Her initials were AA? What kind of vague thing is that? Ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see real proof. Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos. Oh. I'm gonna whip the reader's interest with some gossip and a little misleading, and spice it up with a little myself for an exclusive story. Wow, a lot of nice journalistic integrity you got there.
I already finished writing up my spicy article, you know?
But
The paper I wrote it on, my note to myself, it's gone.
a note to yourself?
It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera.
They done run off together.
I came here for my big story. Don't come here have my treasure disappear on me.
Yeah, I understand.
It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What is it with people anyway? I never thought I'd see the day that someone done steal something from me.
You really want it back, huh? I've no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Right then. If we've not got anything else, the only thing I can think of is try and miss all bags. And see how far we get with this one. Okay, then. Alright, I'll be honest.
Alright, I'll be honest with you for now.
And please, tell us what you saw.
Oh, what a waste. And here I had a perfectly good chance to have a little fun with you at your youngin's expense. I am a little devil after all.
Doesn't that imply you aren't a good person? Alright, I'll give you what you want. What does she want? She wants a little bit of what? Matt? Okay, have anything she would want. Did I miss something? Oh, wait, that's new. Oh, it's the thing, I didn't pick it up. I thought it just automatically went into our evidence. I didn't see it.
Mr. Nick, what's this piece of paper? It's called an autograph.
Ah, okay, and so now, okay, give the autograph to her, so it's probably Juan's autograph. So she'll probably, we'll coax it out of her a little bit that way.
Autograph?
The paper's got Mr. Corrida's name written on it, so it's on his autograph.
I can't read it at all.
To be honest, I've never seen any writing that looks like this. It's a special way of writing called cursive. Look here. See how it says. To my dearest Wendy. In normal letters here?
This sloppy, unreadable writing. It's crazy and cruel to give this to someone.
Hold on. Wendy. I've heard that name somewhere before. Okay, and even better, it has her name on. Probably break all of her Cyclops to do this. If we give her this. I'm hoping so anyway. Okay. Magatama time. Test 2.
That's Juan's autograph.
Yes, it is.
Even says to my dearest Wendy on it. That's me, right? Right? My name is Wendy Oldbag, so that's Wendy has to be me, right?
Well, it may say Wendy, but somehow I don't think Juan had this Wendy in mind when he signed it.
Oh, please give it to me. Let me have it, please.
I can't let you have it just like that.
Yes, I know. How about an exchange?
Oh, I didn't actually think I'd break all 4 of them. Wow, she must really want this autograph.
My offer isn't good enough for you. Fine, Mr. Wright, you win. Wendy Allbag is ready to open up her heart for all for my dearest Juan.
Okay then. Guess that was easier than the lotto one.
I feel bad for you now.
Huh?
I tell you, I saw him that night. I saw him coming out of Juan's room.
You're kidding.
Oh no, no. It was about 10 minutes before Juan's body was discovered. It was just a coincidence. I was on my way to the toilet, minding my own business.
And did you tell that to the police?
Well, of course.
17. I think we're on now. Yawns.
Well, of course. I thought I could get a gift certificate or two out of it, maybe more. Gift certificate? I've been recruiting again for that part of the trial. You know, the trial tomorrow. This time you're going to get it. I'm going to work hard to get your client pronounced guilty. Mr. Angard hasn't done anything bad. I don't care about details like that. I know he did it. Just my poor Juan. I just do. That yellow-bellied chicken. Yellow-bellied chicken? I wonder what that would look like. I trust my senses. I know when someone did something bad, and I say he did it.
$18, I think. We're on now. Yawns. What did Mr. On-Guard ever do to deserve this? What did On-Guard ever do to make you so...
You don't know? That guy, he framed my Juan. He created that scandal that plagued poor Juan. Mr. Nick?
What is it?
What's a scandal?
Oh, I'll tell you about it after we get home, okay?
Poor Juan, led astray by the wiles of that vile temptress. Mr. Nick, what do vile and wild temptresses mean?
How about we just listen to what Miss Allback has to say for now, okay, Pearls? The birds and the bees, Phoenix. I don't think you should be having that conversation with her just yet. So, Miss Allbag, who is this woman you're talking about?
Adrian Andrews, of course. Who else? That guy, he shoved the girl onto Juan on purpose.
His own manager, but why?
I thought lawyers were smart to create a scandal to make Juan lose face. That girl drove Juan into a scandal and dragged his reputation through the mud.
Sounds pretty standard definition of scandal to me. Why do you know about that anyway, Miss Allbag?
I'm just one of Juan's biggest fans. I'm always out there gathering information. There's nothing I don't know.
Do you have proof that... Do you have proof that Mr. On-Guard did what you said he did?
Next week's issue of a certain magazine says so.
Of course, a tabloid.
Next week, doesn't that mean it's something people don't know about yet?
Why would Miss Allbag have information like that? And where did she get it? Okay, and I guess that's all we're getting from her. Maybe we can move to the criminal affairs department now. Yeah. On a roll. It's just the only place we haven't been where we couldn't go. Either that, we have to go to Matt On-Guard eventually, because he's still open. Detective Gumshoe said they had an investigation briefing.
Yeah, oh, he's back.
Hey, see you came, pal. Why the blunt greeting? Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about. What do you mean by that? Well, things look perfect for this time around. The evidence and the testimony are airtight. But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean by the evidence is airtight? I can't give you all the details, pal, but here there are two big pieces.
Two?
And both of them are in this photo. The knife and the missing guitar. First is the button that's been missing from the victim's chest. That's the button that you found during your search of Mr. On-Guard. Yeah, found it in the folds of his nickel samurai special pants. And the second one is the knife in his chest, pal. The fingerprints are the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
You didn't even have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're mad on guards. Tomorrow's trial? Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place. Alright then, airtight testimony. So what about airtight testimony? It's the old security lady, pal, Miss Oldbag. I thought so. What do you mean, you thought so? Did you tell you something, pal?
Well...
I even told her not to open her mouth at first and blab to anyone. Her blab knob is stuck on 10, so there's no turning it down, believe me. Yeah, well, Miss Oldbag says she saw it all, pal. Saw Mr. Ongard come out of the victim's room at an estimated time of death.
No way.
Interesting. We must be able to present something to him. What can you tell me about this guitar case? Oh, that. It's just what I heard, but, the German Ninja's signature item.
But the guitar wasn't in the hotel room.
Yeah, we look for it, too. It's not normal for a person to forget the most famous item to an award show. It's starting to sound like the red guitars relate to this case after all. Can... maybe the paper clipping? Yeah, we're pretty interested in this bit of gossip ourselves. Scandal between Mr. Kurita, the scandal with Mr. Kurita? But why? Well, 2 years ago, a woman committed suicide. Well, that's gonna get me put off YouTube. Self-death. She did the big oof. Her name was Celestine Pax. And she was Juan Carita's manager. The victim's manager? That's not all, pal. Miss Pax was Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
Her mentor?
A woman who was both in Mr. Carita's manager and Miss Andrews' mentor. Could suicide be something more to do with this case? You want to know more about her, pal? Oh. Yes, please. She was the victim's manager and also was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but well, here goes nothing.
I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another.
Oh, Miss Von Karma.
You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
You don't mean...
I do, Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye. That's...
Wait. Please wait, sir. I don't get this month's pay. I'll...
Quiet. If it weren't for the traitors like you...
I would have won? Is that what you're about to say? I think I know who this is. Is it the one and only Edgy Boy? It only makes sense to be him.
Who?
That voice. Edgeworth? It's been a long time, right?
This is Mr. Edgeworth?
What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong? You haven't changed a bit, Francisco.
You? How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame upon it? You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud. You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are.
Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed. Perfect in every way. Damn, that was a quick switch from the 8th gym to the Elite Four. Then let's hear it, Francisca. How are things going? I hear you are having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country. You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back. Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose. This case is mine. I'll never hand it to you. Never. Mr. Phoenix Wright, I will see you tomorrow in court. It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory. Still the same wild mare she always was. Well, let's talk to him. I thought the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth had gone and died. Mr. Nick? I never wanted to see you again. I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year. Are you going to run tomorrow's trial? You heard her, right? That wild mare hasn't given yet, it seems. So no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow. What's that supposed to mean? I have something definitive that you lack. Working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth. The truth? In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information. Just what's going on inside his head? Myelite Giratina. Ooh, that does not sound fun at all. A lot of things may have happened, but however, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. A perfect win record is proof of a von Karma. 1 year ago, you could not establish guilt in a few cases. Oh, sorry. You could not establish a guilt in a few cases. Aren't those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecution's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd been better if you never come back at all. I see. And let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? Well, with Francisca, she almost always says, I will defeat you this time. The instant she sees me. But the courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client. To save their lives. To save your client, you say? For those who think only of their own ego-driven goals. Those are the kind of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you are a prodigy. Or someone like you, Edgeworth. Looks like there is still a lot you have yet to learn. A lot I have yet to learn? Me? Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see me is coming soon enough. What do we do? What do I show him? There has to be more. You can't just leave me with this. No interest in talking with you. Put a little more thought into it when you show me, Phoenix Wright. Still just as stuck up as ever. Maybe this one? Maybe the profiles, maybe? While I was abroad, those deplorable types of actors became popular, I take it. Well, refreshing like a spring breeze is his summer motto. Why is his motto? Sorry. Refreshing. What's ever so refreshing about a spring breeze? Sounds like the police is not treating him well this year. The pollen is not treating him well this year. There's an interesting rumor about this man. You mean the one about Miss Andrews getting close to him? That's pretty common tabloid fare, isn't it? I don't take things at face value when there's more to be found. Maybe I'll ask about her then. Adrian Andrews. She holds a large secret within herself. A secret? You can't help but feel that the whole case revolves around her. Okay, maybe I ask about her? Then? This woman is another key to solving the case. You really think so? She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago. She was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's assistant manager. And then, a few months later, she died. Her death was ruled a thing, right? A self-oof. Yes. But there's still one riddle yet to be solved. Riddle? Oof note. I'm gonna say oof every time that word comes up. So I don't want... I'm pretty sure if I say it on YouTube enough, they'll strict certain things for it. It went missing. No one can find it. A oof note that just vanished, huh? Can I talk to him about it? Yeah. Miss Impact's death was certainly almost an oof. A self-oof. Of that there is no mistake. However, we cannot find her suicide. No, I said it again. Screw up. Her self-oof note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it. The oof note? How do you know that Miss Impacts had ever written such a note? There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger. What makes the likelihood of a self-oof note very likely? But who would hide such a thing? The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself. The victim? Well, I can't have that as the thumbnail, can I? Which makes him the only which makes him the only person who could have had a chance at her suicide note. Got it, damn it. A self-oof note. Self-oof note. Mr. Corrida hid his own manager's note? But why? As long as that note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless. For now, I think you should look this over. This is the report. Part 1, anyway. Part 1. Okay, let's have a look at it. Wait, I can't look at it? Okay, right. I guess if this is all... Doesn't seem to be anything else he'd want us to talk about. Unless we can bring up Maya. Looking into leads, but if we can only look into a few key players out with our limited resources, there's no reason for us to waste energy investigating this person. Why don't you just tell me the strengths? Okay, I guess not. I guess we go and talk to Adrian Andrews? Or where'd she be? Well, we found her in the, Juan Corrida's room, right? No, on guard's room. Sorry. Looks like Miss Andrews isn't here. Oh, that's not good. I still have a few questions I wanted to ask her. And she has those cyclocks on her heart, right? Well, we don't have much of a choice. I guess we'll have to come back later. Well, I guess she's not here then. Oh well. I guess the only thing, could we show the suicide note to Edgeworth? I guess that's the only thing we can do, but you'd think... I'm confused. I'll try. I don't like to look through, though. I don't like to look through the reports. I like these reports even less. Worst of all these reports that have multiple parts, like that one. This has two. 2 parts? What you have just handed me is the first part of a report. Here is the second part. Second part is here of an attempted self-oofing. The attempter's name, it's Adrian Andrews. Miss Andrews? What did she do? She tried to oof herself. She doesn't like the, she doesn't seem like the type of person to oof herself, though. You think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews has a certain secret she's trying to hide. A secret? Her dependent nature. It's what she's really like on the inside. Dependent? Not quite the opposite of what this woman is. I ask about dependent? Dependent nature, there we go. What's this about Adrian Andrews having a dependent nature? Adrian Andrews' attempt at oofing was a few days after the death of Celeste Impacts. And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing oof? Because she apparently had lost her will to live. Lost her will? But why would she... Again, I'm not using the thumbnail. I can't use that. I have to use something more sparkly. Her pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste Impacts, was gone forever. That's why. Why would that... Is that what they call following someone to the grave? After her attempted oof, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything so she can keep them near. But such an anchor in her life, crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live. And that's the nature of her dependency on others. When Celeste Impacts suddenly committed suicide. Damn, I did it again. Screw it, I'm just gonna say it. Screw YouTube, they can suck it. The world before her turned pitch black, according to Adrian Andrews herself. And that means her super confident attitude. It's all a facade. She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together. How terrible. Ooh. Monk Ho-Oh? I can't imagine that being nice. Well, I guess now we can probably find Miss Andrews. We just have to jump through many hoops to do so. Are you in on God's room? There we go. Lance will probably have like something like a skeleton dragonite or something cool. Oh, Miss Andrews is here. Looks like she's talking with someone. That's Francisca von Karma. Miss von Karma? Why? What are you doing here? Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so... You've got some nerve following me around. Following you? That's you, Miss von Karma. You're the one doing the following. Pearls? You're always following after that Mr. Detective with the little beard. Me? I'm following after Scruffy. Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl. Like a Dark Knight? Like Dark Ryan Dragonite? Oh, that sounds pretty cool. What is that? An electromagnetic receiver. I planted it on a tracking device on that detective. With this, I know that every fool's move. So that noise we heard was that receiver? I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe. Now then, let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? Alright. What were those two talking about? Miss Andrews, she seems a little dazed. Doesn't she? Well, I guess we have to present this to her. I'd like to ask you about this. I told you I hate trifling matters. It's a waste of time to show me things that are no relevance to me. Wow, this is the first time I've been shut down so badly. Maybe I show a Celeste's thing? I'd like to talk to you about this. What do I have to show her then? Let's show the suicide report? So how do I get it to open up? You'd think I'd have to get it to open up. Who do I ask her about, I guess? I guess Juan? If not Matt? Did you know the victim, Mr. Corrida? Okay, then, we're getting somewhere now. Yeah, I knew him. The world is such a small place after all. Did you know about his rivalry with the Nickel Samurai? Honestly, they were like children when it came to that. Time and time again, those two competed with each other over the most trivial things. If either one of them wasn't so stubborn, maybe maybe no one would have had to die. I've got a hunch that this woman knows more than she's letting on. She must know why Juan was killed. Can I talk to her about why Juan was killed? There we go. Do you have any ideas? As to why Mr. Corrida was murdered? Why would you ask me about such a thing? I'm just doing my job. Do you have any ideas? There we go. There's those Cyclops. Miss Andrews? I'm sorry, but there's nothing more I have to add to this conversation. Is it a Cyclops, Mr. Nick? Yeah. There's going to be more and more of these lately. Okay, and let's bust out the big boy and let's work with it. See my magic number 9. Okay. So, why was Mr. Corrida murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason why he was killed. Why are you hiding things? Do you realize you're putting your Mr. On Guard's life in danger by your actions? Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Corrida. You weren't that close. That's right, I've never been good at being intimate with another person. Okay, then. You're not good at being intimate with another person? I highly doubt that. How about... I'm very bad at connecting with people, so they're depressing for the most part. Oh, I should have just gone with Mr. Corrida. Crap. But I especially dislike feeble-minded individuals. Okay, bit mean. So I guess she's saying I'm both depressing and stupid. I'm certain you were very close with the victim. Say all you like, but you still don't have any proof. Oh, okay, and I didn't notice that. Okay, and the paper clipping. You and Mr. Carita had an intimate relationship, did you not? A silly third-rate tabloid article. You had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe in such rubbish. Well, it seems a few people have already bought into this story. As to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars. Note to self, stay on her good side. In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that. I see, however. What if there was a need for you to get close to someone? Get close to Mr. Carita, as if there was ever such a need. Can you get close to Mr. Carita for this person's sake? This'll be Celeste. Celeste impacts your mentor. How do you know about Celeste? I'm that good. Just put that in there. She committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Right before her death, she was Juan Carita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Carita so you could find out more about her suicide. You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid. Miss Andrews? There was no mystery surrounding her death, none. It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing. If that was really true, was there really no mystery at all? I believe you were completely at ease with her. I don't believe you were completely at ease. Can I show that? Because she wanted to oof herself? Get a hold of yourself. Huh? If you want advice on doing yourself in, I suggest you ask someone else, like the police. God damn it. Okay. What translates to go take a long walk off a short pier. Yep. Okay. It's pointless for me to force myself into a situation for nothing. It has to... oh, god damn it, I clicked out of it. God damn it. Give me a moment. Okay, let's do this again. So it was magazine clipping, Celeste, and then we're back where we were. Got it. Sorry, I accidentally pressed the B button. Wait, you can have triple fusions? Alright. Newspaper clipping. Get rid of that one. Game broke that one. Okay, and if it wasn't that, then it has to be the suicide report. There we go. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, right? Looks like the police were under suspicion that someone else had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Carita. Juan? Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That's why you became intimate with Mr. Carita. 2 down, 2 to go. I've sat quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough. It's true that Celeste was my mentor, however, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was ever found. I'm the person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others. That's the impression you like to give. However, I don't think that's who you really are. What? I have evidence that says otherwise. This proves that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you. Now I've got you. Right evidence, wrong evidence, right evidence, wrong order, I should say. Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it, didn't you, too? Went through with what? Ending your life. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together. You don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself. Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember. However, this is all just a lie. A facade, if you will. You've always searched out people whom you can depend on. You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had. Gained down to 1. When Celeste passed away, it was so suddenly like that. I died a death of my own, but no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note. You must have heard about the police report. Well, it said the police suspected Mr. Carita of hiding her note. You heard about it and fought to recover it from him by getting close, correct? If that's the case, then everything changes. What do you mean? What topic did we start this conversation on again? It was why the victim was killed. Well, exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, seems that you have become the one with a reason to want Mr. Carita dead. Miss Impacts was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Murder? Give me my stuff back. Give me my heels. Thank you, game. Right, vote for murder. It's true. I'm a woman who can only live in insecurity. I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, and though I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth, but... Miss Andrews. This one thing, it's just... the one thing I wanted to take to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone. I'm sorry. You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you? Please, Miss Andrews. All I want to know is the truth. After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was Juan Carita. Celeste, without her, I became scared. Everything seemed like they were out to get me. So you got close to Mr. Carita to recover her suicide note? Correct? Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it? Well, like they say, where there's smoke. Well, it's like they say, when there's smoke, there's fire. Good for you beating Infinite Fusion. And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning. But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Oh, how big's the post game in Infinite Fusion? I've looked at the game basically as a glance, a cursory glance of what's in it. Well, not actually looked into the detail because I don't want to spoil myself. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do. Oh, they add the whole of Johto to the game. That's interesting. So now I've never understood why they didn't do that in one of the Kanto remakes. Why didn't they add Johto? You'd think it'd be nice to see. Maybe they could add on a bit like with Red, where you see Red go to Johto and basically do what Gold did before he went to Mount Silver, and basically you see. You have the trial of taking Red to where he is by the time of Mount Silver, where he is the best. I understand. Oh, and one small favor I have to ask. My attempted suicide, I'd like you to keep it a secret. Miss Andrews? If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live. Oh, alright. Well, I understand, but keep it a secret. Miss Andrews, I guess she's the overthinking type. Ah, a woman after my own heart. I overthink all the time. She probably never says anything without carefully thinking it through first. Thank you for your discretion.
Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back.
That card, yeah. I guess she has a... Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding?
Huh? Oh, this? I don't know. It suddenly appeared in my handbag.
What is it? It looks like a seashell?
That's what it looks like, doesn't it? I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from.
Is her not remembering something clearly? Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence.
Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Ongard in your capable hands.
Okay, so... I was going to say, where do I go next? Well, I think we've gathered all about everything we can.
What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
Oh yeah, Pearls. She looks all worn out by this. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking around all over the place with me today.
What's wrong, Mr. Nick?
Let's go back to the office for a little while. You look really tired.
Oh no. I'm okay, really. I'm fine. I really am.
You don't look fine to me. Okay, and let's go back to the office, like he said. Follow the leader. What we're gonna do, get another intermission from Shelley.
So what now?
Well, we did the one thing we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
You mean Miss Impact's suicide note?
That's right. She was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Yeah, here we go.
Ah, Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
Hello, Wright & Co. law officers. Mr. Attorney. We're not answering a phone. Maya, where is Maya? As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Phew.
Which is why I suppose she is absolutely famished. What? So I suggest you win a quick acquittal, my friend. At any cost, wouldn't you agree? Wait, Maya, let me hear her. Very well.
Ask my...
Maya, is that you?
sis. Ask my sis.
Maya? Maya? Damn it, he cut me off.
Mystic Maya said ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis? What does she mean by that? Come on, Phoenix. You're a hopeless one. I'm sorry, but... Well, hello there, Mia.
I have a message from Maya. So come ask me anything you want about her.
That was an interesting change. How's Maya?
She's safe for now. The kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear she's safe. Mia, how did you...
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could.
If I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that, pretty smart of her, actually. The kidnapper, what's he like?
I don't know. Apparently Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there.
And?
She didn't see the face of her attacker.
Ah.
Maya's locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her.
When you were with her?
I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie. At a time like this, sweets are the only way to go. I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't gonna kill me. I'm not gonna die. Sis, I wonder if you're with Nick right now.
Let's examine the note, obviously.
Huh? Someone dropped a card here. Looks kind of like a business card. There's no name on it.
There's that seashell card again.
It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card.
Okay, let's have a look.
There's all sorts of things piled up here. It's too dark to see. What's this? It feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here. All these, they feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm not really hungry. I'm not really thirsty. Dread, it's locked. This door seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard. And click, they magically open the door. Wonder if there's a card around like that I could use. That's it! This shell card. If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be our key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. Such a genius. Alright, now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper. I did it! Okay, I'm getting the heck out of here. Couldn't keep Nick waiting or worried.
Oh, really? That's where we're gonna leave it? Okay, fair enough. Cliffhanger then. I guess we'll leave it at that. Yeah, so I guess we're gonna leave a cliffhanger and we're gonna have some, we'll see what happens to Maya in the next one. But for now, that's all the time I've got for today. Where people on Twitch, we're gonna take a break and then we'll move over to the pedestrian. But for people on YouTube and Rumble, that's all the time I've got for today. If you ever want to watch live on Twitch where this is streamed from, you can do. There should be a link in the description of every video that I do to the Twitch channel, as well as any other platform you wish to watch me on. I'd like to thank you guys for watching one final time, and bye-bye.